A year ago, I read the Almanack of Naval Ravikant, and at the time, life was simple. I had a job, a routine, and a rough idea of where I was headed. Then I resigned. I spent months trying to figure out what I wanted to do next. Some days I felt excited about the future, other days I felt completely lost. I may have forgotten some of the Naval's exact quotes, but I never forgot the lessons. So instead of giving you a book summary, here are the 4 that stuck with me. Number 1. Hard work doesn't equal success. Naval talks a lot about leverage, the idea that effort alone doesn't determine income. Leverage does. I felt this directly when I was editing full-time. Every hour I worked turned into a fixed amount of pay. The math never changed, no matter how good I got. If I stopped working, the income stopped with me. And that's when it clicked. Working harder wasn't going to fix this. I needed to build something that kept producing value, even when I wasn't actively trading time for it. It's easier said than done, but once you see work through that lens, you just can't unsee it. And number 2, happiness is a skill. The biggest thing Naval taught me wasn't how to get rich. It was that happiness isn't something you find, it's something that you practice.
You're going to find a lot of fulfillment out of life by just doing what you want to do and genuinely exploring what it is that you want rather than doing what other people expect you to do.
Naval calls desire a contract you make with yourself to be unhappy until you get what you want. I relate a lot with this line because I spend a lot of time in the day desiring something, the things that I want to have. And I think we all do. As humans, we're wired to do that. And having desire is not a bad thing, but having too many desires can ruin our peace. I think it's important that we're able to distinguish desire and happiness. Number 3. Your specific knowledge is found through authenticity. Naval has this idea. Specific knowledge. It's the stuff that comes easily to you, but feels hard for everyone else. Usually buried in whatever you're naturally curious about. For years, I was left believing that video editing was my thing. It turns out right now it's storytelling. It might still change in the future, but editing was the tool that I used to get here. I only found out that by paying attention to what actually held my interest versus what I thought I should be good at. Once I saw that, another Naval line made sense. Escape competition through authenticity. I spent months trying to figure out what niche would make me stand out. Eventually, I realized thousands of people are already making videos about productivity, about happiness, and even about this exact book I'm talking about right now. Nobody can make them from my specific life though, and that's not a strategy. It's just what's left once you stop trying to be somebody else. And lastly, number 4, play long-term games with long-term people. Naval talks a lot about compounding, and not just with money. Relationships compound, trust compounds, reputation compounds. Looking back, almost every real opportunity I've gotten was from the people who already knew me. Not strangers, people who'd seen my work before and trusted where it was headed. I was very lucky. Quitting my job didn't give me a plan. It gave me a long game I had to keep showing up for. Reinvention isn't fast. It just requires you to stay in it long enough for the compounding to eventually start working. There's a lot more in this book than 4 lessons. He even goes in depth with leverage and how you can improve your career. But these are the lessons that I remember right now with my current stage in life. His ideas really changed my life, and I don't think this book was meant to be read once. They're really meant to be applied in life. And I think that's why I keep coming back to this book. And every time I read it in a different stage in my life, I see it from a different perspective.